Hello everybody, and welcome to another video of Pro Wrestling Sim with the States battle and everything else, and we are in March, so we are just getting going. We have changed that now we have 2 shows instead of 1, so we go through a little bit more money, so to speak, but we also have a decent amount of people on written contracts. So we will add more people to the written contract, so to speak. We'll look at my roster and see who kind of... I'm going to go with 2... I know last time I did 3. This time I'll do 2 per gender, so to speak. And we have a bicep injury that happened last episode. So if you missed that out, you can search the last episode and find out that he has a bicep injury. So his kind of storyline so far is going to be kind of put on hold for right now. And you'll find out what happens with that kind of storyline for right now. We will put, because Matthias Maxim are already in it. I think I'm gonna put the duo of Jaden and Javen for the men, because they've been rocking it pretty well. And then for the females, I think Anna Becker already has it. I think I'm going to go with Aubrey and Abby for the women. So we're going to go to contracts here because I'm going to do it now. And it's already filtered, or maybe it's not filtered. Okay. So we're going to go, not that, we're going to go works for, go all the way down, apply filters, that way it's easier to find. It's easier to find, because Anna Becker already has one. I had a scratch on my nose, so if there's a little bit of unweirdness of the sound, so... we're going to... oh, they have music entrance and stuff. So there's been a lot of stuff added into this game with YouTube videos, and I guess you can search on YouTube and play music and stuff, but not going to do that. We're going to give them 500. I think it's been standard 500. For Alex Adams. So he has a written contract now. Or no, it wasn't Alex Adams, or I was going to do. I'm going to change it to 3 people now. Okay, Alex Adams has been working phenomenally as well. And then we're going to do Aubrey, make it 500, get rid of this, change this into a written contract. It's kind of like the people in the stableness of who've been here. Eventually we'll get the Athlete Central. I think I'll do that next episode, because they've been killing it with the tag team titles, because no one has been able to beat them to get rid of the tag team titles for right now. So you're a written contract now, so you should be happy. Instead of getting nothing, you're getting something. Abby Perry, a written contract. I'm going to do the same as what her pay per appearance, because she's also a main eventer. I think Aubrey, 500. Yeah. And who else? I think I need Javen for sure. He is going by who I signed first. Javen, here we go. Oh, they're crazy to 500 for right now. He's mid-card anyway. Alright, so we added Javen, Alex Adams, we did Aubrey, and Jaden, we did Abby. Now I just need to find one more female. What if we had for a while? Besides, because Nunes we haven't really done much with yet, so I want to keep it where with someone that we are doing it with. Unless if I change announcer to a written contract. I mean, I could, but who else? So Matthews. Okay. Maria Jose Ferrari. We will give her 960 as well. We're going to save changes, and she is probably going to give us quite a bit of money, to be honest. Because she was part of the whole ordeal with Abby, not Abby, well, Abby Perry was part of it, but Anna Becker, and she had a tag team partner that got a booker position, so she left the company because it was a written contract, and stuff like that. It was, I totally forgot the name, but I probably could easily find out who it was. It's in my notes right here. That's Janaya. That's what it was. It was Janaya and Marie Jose Ferrari. And Janaya got a booker position, and so she left the company. I wasn't really hoping for that to happen, but when I was adding promotions throughout the whole entire thing and all that stuff, we're going to go to merchandise. So with these people with written contracts, there was one missing because when I did do the written contracts, I didn't add everybody correctly, but we have Holly Chen from last month getting us 527, 437 from Matthias and Quadis. That storyline going phenomenal. Then we got Rain Grimes and Zoe Matthews, Anna Becker's 77, 59, 46, and 43 with the custom created people that I made at the beginning of year 2. Overall, I may make more, but at this time being, there's a lot of people out there that I can grab and pull in for this series. So I just thought, hey, create some superstars, see what happens. The Kid Cruz and Maximum Cruz are in a lot of promotions together, and they've won a couple of tag teams outside of WASW because Athletes Central has been phenomenal. After this month, I think they deserve a written contract from us. No one else has been signing them. They've been dominating overall, and I think overall they need another push. They've just been dominant, and no one has been able to beat them overall. But we are going to sim, but after that we are going to I don't think I can look at like what has been like kind of rankings per promotion overall, but these are overall workers. Like he was made into the wrestling at the 13th. He's a wrestler and stuff. He's 26, so like that I could sign him and everything, but I'm not gonna do that. But I don't think, besides the awards and rankings of like each thing, you can't really tell like who's really thriving or struggling without going to like all the promotions and seeing what's happening. But I am not going to do that. I don't think anybody has a overall network deal as of yet, so we're going to simulate to the next few days to the 9th. Probably going to get stopped on that Monday with the medical check to one of our wrestlers, or not, because I think if I were to remember that we did at first, but then they must have cleaned up, so, and if they didn't, well then, whoops. So who's the, Journey and Molly, they haven't started yet, okay. Alright, so that's what kind of that is all about. Sorry, I was just kind of looking at my storylines real quick. Then we got two more coming through that I decided to add, but we have quite a bit of storylines. We got 62%. These two have been going at it for a long time. 73% between Matthias and Quadis. Then we got Rain and Zoe. James Atkins and Vanduan. That's going to be on hold because, as you saw earlier, James is injured until June. Aaron and Alex. Anna Becker and Holly. Billy and Emmett. Killian and Takaru. Ava and Isabella, Abby, and Aubrey with D'Angelo and Richards, and then the Cruz brothers and Athlete Central going at it. Then we got Lucia Alves, Riley McCarthy, Butch Taylor, Oscar, Dana Rocha, Maria, and then Deborah, Cherry, Jada, and then Journey and Molly King that you saw just a snippet for. So we're going to simulate to the next day. We're going to go and everything's all booked, but it looks like we got an email. What we got? Our promise failed. I've kind of was hoping that it would go the day after, because what happened is, if you were to have seen that, Friday, March 10th was the promise date, and that was when you book it. So I was hoping that, like, hey, I booked her a title match for the 10th, and now it's already saying that it's the relationship between us two is a little worsened because of it. Because, like I said, Laura Leon technically is supposed to have the title. There's been some like updates with the game and whatnot. I tried to put it back on her and it didn't work, but kind of treating like she has the title and was gonna, be successful, move on and whatnot, and also get her involved. Hopefully that Holly Chen wins it and get her involved in that with Anna Becker. That way that championship comes back. Even though we do have the partnership with Minnesota, that's happened a long time ago, we have not used their wrestlers whatsoever to come over to our promotion. So that is why I'm trying to bring the title back, because otherwise I'm like, we do have every event men's. We do have women's, but I forgot that it's the Outsider Minnesota Wrestling that has the championship. So I'm trying to bring it back in, acting like she still has it, and hopefully Holly Chen wins it, and it becomes involved with the Holly Chen Anna Becker storyline. So that continues. And we are going to start the show. Everything's confirmed. Alright, we start with a 61 overall rating segment. We have Kid Cruz, Maxim Cruz getting 0.2. Everyone is getting 0.2 out of it. Working with Kid Cruz, Maxim Cruz helped with the segment, and seems like the star power and good looks of Egon helped with the story beats. and then Samuel Jennings at the end. So what happened is Athlete Central made an entrance, got a 67%, 64 when they cut a promo on the Athlete Central. Athlete Central came in with a 58%. Then they engaged in a brawl in the ring, and then they got pulled apart for a 61. And that was the final score, and the true segment score was a 79 with the multiplier of 77. So we are going to go to the next segment, and we got a 61%. Holly Chen, which is what I was hoping for, has won the title. Holly Chen had a boost of her gimmick, the star power of Holly Chen added to it, the intimidating presence of Holly Chen. She was struggling for breath at the end. The vocal crowd were in love with the segment. Their reaction made it even better. Stage and camera quality has been the same throughout the series. The stage looked good, but not to the quality caliber, and the camera quality limits our possible audience satisfaction. And she gained 0.4. Holly Chen was made to look like a threat, and it really helped her their popularity. So Laura Leone will go back to Minnesota All-Star Wrestling empty-handed. She has lost the title, and Holly Chen is now the new champion. Had a 90% overall calculation, a 56% match quality with the 1-star match quality, and a true segment score of 83 with a 61 final score. We have a 63 with an angle involving Killian James and Takaru Sugiwara and Killian James. So Killian James, or Takaru is attacked by Killian James, star power of them both, and then the good looks of Takaru added for a 55. Then he cuts a promo for a 72. The musical performer gimmick helps with the beats, and then star power of them both, and then the good looks of Takaru added to it. Star power and good looks of Takaru, because he received medical attention, gave it a 71. The true segment score was a 82% and got 63 final score. And we got another angle between Emmett Rozzi and Billy Klein. Emmett gained 0.2. He talks about Billy. That was a 59% with the good looks and star power of them both. And then he cuts a promo that makes it a 67. And the true segment score was an 82 with the final score of 63%. Star power and good looks helped with them both. Then we have a match of Riley McCarthy and Lucia Alves. Riley McCarthy wins. Riley McCarthy had a boost, her intimidating presence added to it, and then she was struggling for breath. Star power, good looks of Lucia, and she was also struggling for breath. The vocal crowd were in love with the segment, the stage and camera quality, and then Riley was made to look like a threat, and it really helped her popularity, gain 0.2. And then Lucia Alves lost 0.1. 63 of crowd reaction absolute value, 72% with the 2.5-star match, and then a 65% true segment score, and a 48% final score. We have a 77, Dana Rocha and Maria Jose Ferrari. Dana Rocha cuts a promo, and then there's a video involving her. The arrogant gimmick helped Dana Rocha, and the star power of Maria Jose Ferrari. Then there was a video, 77 and 76%. They both gained 0.2. And there's a true segment score of a 99, and then 77% final score. We have a 40% score with the new signee, Jada Wagner and Deborah Cherry. The good looks of Jada Wagner added to it. Deborah Cherry was struggling and had a boost of her gimmick. Vocal crowd were in love with it. Deborah Cherry did the heavy lifting of putting in the match together. And then stage and camera quality. Jada Wagner lost 0.1. Deborah gained 0.2. Deborah wins. It had a 54% crowd reaction score, a 54% match quality with a 1-star match, and then a true segment score of 54 with a 40% final score. And then we have an angle. Sorry. A angle with the money is life stable, or the money is reality and stuff like that, with D'Angelo and Richards, and we have Aubrey and Abby Perry that is like part of the power stable. They all get 0.2. A video was shown of Aubrey and Abby. The good looks of Aubrey added to it for a 73. And then Abby and Aubrey cut a promo on D'Angelo and Richards. Aubrey, good looks, and the star power and good looks of D'Angelo added to it for a 73 and a 57 to get a true segment score of 84 and a final score of 65. We have a 68 overall with Oscar Shaw cutting a promo on Butch Taylor, and they both gained 0.2. Working with Butch helped everyone learn in the segment. The unstable gimmick, star power, and good looks helped Oscar within this. We had a true segment score of 88 and a 68% final score. Then we have a tag team match. And it is a 5-star match, a 93%. And it is a tag team title match. And everyone gained popularity. Even though Maxim and Kid Cruz lost, they gained 0.3 and 0.2. And Egon Mortensen and Harley Bird gained 0.5 for keeping it together. They had a 77 crowd reaction calculation, a 93% with the 5-star match, and a true segment score of 75 with a 55 final score. Let's see what happens. So, by aiming to steal the show, the workers really upped their game in ring. Maxim Cruz was struggling for breath. I think Kid Cruz is kind of the same, so I'm going to read Maxim Cruz, and then it's basically flipping it. Maxim Cruz was struggling, so was Kid Cruz. And then Maxim Cruz was selling skill raised match quality and is masterful in these tag team situation. And he also put a huge effort, and the same as Kid Cruz. And then Maxim Cruz's explosive style, they're both explosive style, impressed the crowd. Star power, good looks of Egon Morrison. Harley Bird did the heavy lifting. The vocal crowd were in love with the segment. The reaction made it even better. Stage and camera quality. I feel like if we upped the stage and camera quality, this match would have been so far up in ratings of that possibly could be, from a 55 to maybe a 60% or even better to a certain extent, because this was aiming to steal the show. So they put on such an incredible match, impressed the crowd, and raised the popularity of everyone involved. So the storyline's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. So we're going to end the show. We had a 60%. It seemed like we would get higher because we had maybe 1, 2, 3 segments under 50, and a lot of them were within that range of 60, 60s, and we had 177, but we don't get that extra boost of the 0.1 popularity edition and the $250,000, but we do gain 0.3 popularity within North America. So we're gonna end the show. Hopefully we've gained a lot of money, or we sold out. Promise to Maxim Cruz succeeded, and then the summary of the first show. We made $5,250 dollars in ticket sales with the attendance of 500, so we did sell out. I think with the first show we're going to keep it at 500 for right now, until we know like the second show can raise the second one or the third one of the I think it's 1,000. and they're at like 680 something. That's what happened last time. So we got 5,000 out of that, and then we succeeded, so it improved the relationship overall. So with that being said, with the main show, because the main show involves Holly Chen and Anna Becker, but I was wanting to get that title match prior to this show, and so we have to add it into here, which is, and we have 15 minutes to work with, so we're going to have an entrance. If I can find Holly Chen. So Holly Chen makes an entrance, we're going to have it elevated. Save. She's just going to be talking for 4 minutes. And then Anna Becker is just going to interrupt her. And she's going to also talk for 4 minutes. And I'm going to add Holly Chen to it. Then we're going to have War on Words. It's going to help Anna Chen. We're going to do that for 5 minutes. That will conclude the show. So I wonder if I should have this right away. Or even have it after this whole Matthias Nixon Quadus thing happening. And this should be good enough for that show. So we got, main office. We will simulate to 13 days. Sits on the 25th. See what's happening. A lot of people having their shows. And yeah, we can also see that no shows have had like their viewers and stuff, because they would have their entries and stuff on here that they are on. He was offered a contract by Nebraska All-Star Wrestling. Good to know. But yeah, we're going up slowly. We're at 6.9 right now. So we're going to simulate the next day. And a lot of them have had their shows. Connecticut, Idaho, Michigan, Nevada, South Carolina. And so we are in this right now. And so we start off with the 68% overall. It's Matthias Nixon and Quadus kind of intermingled with this. So Matthias makes his entrance, his star power, good looks, and everything added to it. Then Matthias cuts a promo on Quadus. The unstable gimmick adds to it. Matthias star power and good looks, and the star power of Quadus adds to it. So they're both 78%. Then Quadus makes his entrance, and the star power of him adds it with 68. Matthias engages in a verbal sparring match with Quadus. The unstable, cocky gimmick of them two added to it, and the star power good looks adds to Matthias, and star power adds to Quadus for 75. Then Nick Shepard, newly signed, he's pretty good in star power and everything, just comes in and interrupts. It was like, yo. And he also cuts a promo on them too. It's like, yo, Quadis, you've wrestled him four times already, it seems like. And every single time it's been for the title, you've lost. So you don't get any more chances, or you shouldn't be. But I'm here to spice it up, and I want to be in part of this action. I can prove to myself that I could try and win, and just add it as a, triple threat match. And that's what I'm here for. I'm newly signed. I've got good talent. And I'm here to, push things around and try to improve this overall title contention. And his cocky gimmick added to it, star power with Matthias, good looks added to it, and star power of Quadis. And then Cooper Murphy kind of, standing at the stage, and he makes a match involving Nixon, Matthias, and Quadis. And so the star power and good looks of Quadis added to it, and the star power of Quadis added to it. So true segment score of 89 and 68 overall. So then, obviously, you just saw with Holly Chen winning the title. They've had matches quite a bit, and so Holly Chen is, kind of a little bit rusty, not completely wanting to wrestle in a match, and so it's kind of her celebrating. She's got the title and everything else, so she makes her entrance. Star power and good looks makes it to an 80. Then she starts talking with star power and good looks added to it for a 75. Anna Becker, star power of her, makes her entrance for a 72. Then she talks about Holly Chen, star power good looks of Holly, and star power of Anna to make it a 72. Then Holly Chen engages in a verbal sparring match, but that makes it into a 49%. And the unstable gimmick and star power and good looks of Holly with star power of Anna, and true segment score of 85, but a 66 overall final score. Then we got Molly King and Journey Witt. So Molly King is, up there in population, and with star power and everything. So this is kind of her starting up, maybe building up to maybe getting to that championship title that right now with Holly Chen and Anna Becker. So maybe she's trying to make her name for herself with doing this title, or not title match, but this match with Journey Witt, adding the storyline and see where it goes. And Journey Witt's just newly signed, so she's going wherever they're telling her to do, and she's there, and everything else, gonna put her all, trying to make a name for herself and improve within the ladder and everything else. So Molly King had a boost of her gimmick, star power, and the intimidating presence. She was struggling for breath by the end of the match. And then star power of Journey added to it. The vocal crowd were in love with it. Molly did the heavy lifting, stage and camera quality. And then Molly gained 0.4 and Journey lost 0.1 as Molly King won. So we had a 54 calculation with the crowd reaction, with an 81% match quality for a 3-star match, and a true segment score of 59 to a 43%. Then we got this angle between Van Dwan and Wade. Wade is newly signed, and as we saw before, that James Atkins, that is in the storyline with Van Dwan, is injured, so he's going to be out, and so to kind of take his spot, but not necessarily take his spot, Wade is here to just keep things moving along. He's newly signed. He's like, I'm here for whatever. Didn't know where to put him, and since Van Dwan is a heel, Wade's a face. Continue on keeping Van Dwan sharp within his skills, and whether it be mic skills or ring skills, and just here to help him out as he makes his entrance. Or, I'm missing the, oh, cuts a promo, but he makes an entrance. Okay, so he cuts a promo in the backstage. His arrogant gimmick adds to it. Star power adds to it with a 79. Then he makes his entrance to the, ring, and so does Wade after him. As soon as he gets to the ring, Wade makes his entrance with a 49. Then they, involve in a verbal sparring match in favor of Wade, and their arrogant gimmicks add to it, and Star Power Event 1 adds to it with the 51, and then a video showing them two with the Star Power Event 1 Conte for a 61, and 82 true segment score with the 63 final production score. Then we have a match of Emmett and Billy. Emmett has intimidating good looks. The vocal crowd were in love with it. Billy Klein wins. There's no population added to it. Stage camera quality. We had a true segment, or 72% calculation, 65% with a 2-star match, and then true segment score of 70 with the 51 final score. I'm surprised they didn't gain popularity at all. Then we have Takaru and Killian James. Takaru has been killing it. He's very up in star power. And it's kind of, creating that match. Cody Horn makes a match involving Takaru and Killian James for next first show. Star power of Takaru added to the story beat. His good looks. And the star power of Killian James. Then Takaru and Killian James. Same thing again. Goes from 28% to a 76% as Takaru cuts a promo. And then Killian James cuts a promo. And the only thing that was added was the musical performer gimmick of Killian James to make it a 73. Then we had a 77 true segment score with the 59% final score. Then we got a 49 final score with the true segment score of 68% with Zoe Matthews and Rain Grimes. No title on the line. We had a 60% quality with a 1.5 star and 70% calculation. So Zoe Matthews, star power, she was struggling. Rain Grimes had star power, intimidating presence, and good looks. She did the heavy lifting. The vocal crowd were in love with it. Stage and camera quality. Rain Grimes gained 0.2, and Zoe Matthews didn't lose anything. So, move on to the next one. We got a 74% with Aaron Carrasco cuts a promo on Alex. 77% involving to it as star power of Aaron and good looks of Alex. And then a video showing Aaron Carrasco made it a 70. They both gained 0.2, and the true segment score was a 95 for a 74%. Then we have a championship match between Javen and Jaden. It's been going back and forth, 59%. Javen has not lost the Every Event Championship in a long time, and so maybe it's time to fiddle this feud. It's been going on for a while. They do pretty well when it comes to angles, but when it comes to matches, it's kind of sunken on the score a little bit. So the calculation is 86%, 61% with the 1.5 star match, and a true segment score of 81 with the 59%. Javen continues to have the title. Jaden loses 0.1. Javen doesn't gain anything. Jaden had a boost of his gimmick, star power of Jaden, and the vocal crowd were in love with it, and Javen did the heavy lifting. Go to the next segment with the 72% with Isabella and Ava gaining 0.2 each. Is that the top? Okay. So Isabella makes her entrance. Star power and entrance adds to the beat for 75. Then she cuts a promo, so star power of both women makes it an 80. Ava makes her entrance, and she's like, I've had enough of your sass, and just basically chases her away. So the star power of both of them added to it to 66. True segment score of 94% and 72% final score. Then we have, last but not least, the Triple Threat Championship match. And Matthias Langley retains the title. He has not been able to be beaten. By aiming to steal the show, the workers really upped their game in ring. Matthias had a boost to start power and then the intimidating presence. Nixon Shepard had a boost of his gimmick, the intimidating presence, but he was struggling for breath at the end. And then Quadus had a boost of his with star power. The vocal crowd were in love with it. Stage and camera quality. He successfully retains. Matthias gains 0.2. Shepard loses 0.1, and Quadus doesn't lose anything. I wonder if Shepard got pinned, and so that's why he lost 0.1. They had a 93% calculation, 4-star match with 88% match quality, and a true segment score of 87 with a 63 final score. And a 66. Overall, gain 0.3, so we've gained 0.6 for the month. And we're going to end the show. Oh, we kept it to 500, so we did sell out. We pushed it back to 500 because we had like 680 last time, so pushed it back to 500. Then we got 10,500 for the month for the two events of selling out for 500 each, which is pretty good. And we will simulate to the rest of the month, kind of gear on how much merchandise we've sold within this coming up month, and production costs and everything else. Alright, so with this, it used to be like going up 0.3, and now we're going 0.3 per show, so we are at 7.2 overall. That's gonna go away because I didn't put her in a title opportunity. And so we're gonna go to merchandise, and we have sold a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people. So we have Holly Chen, Matthias Langley, Jane Cooper, Quadus, Rain, Mariah, Abby, So, Javen, Aubrey, Alex, Anna, Maxim, Kid, and Butch. So we have Holly with 545, Matthias with 477, 361 for Jaden, 359 for Quadus, Rain Grimes had 308, 271 for Maria, 240 for Abby, so Matthews 225, 177, 116 for Aubrey and Alex Adams, Anna Becker 84.71, and then 52 and Butch Taylor for 47. So we're in a decent amount of money. We're gonna go to our finances, and $3,000. And we're getting boosted up with our sponsor money. So we could be on the rise of getting more money, because within we had like 628, then it was 620, but it also could be like the staff wages of like pay per appearance and stuff like that. That is just a monthly, but that's going up because we're doing written contracts. But then 615, 629, and then now it's 626, so it kind of varies, but I think since we are adding, well, 629 was also because we did the two different venues, and that was a little bit more money, but I think we could stick to overall venue to tickets that if it's 1,200 per month or per event, and we're getting 5,000 from it, so like right now it's roughly 8,100 that we're getting in profit, so it's a decent amount of people. So we could do 500 every single time and just do profits that way. Our sponsorship money is going up because we had 180 at April of 2022, so now we are at 1,260. And staff wages fluctuate, but I think with overall, depending on what bracket they are for the written contracts, we're trying to make it the base of $500 for anyone under main event. Main event has 960, but unless if you're like a booker or owner, you're gonna get more, maybe like 1,000. But trying to make everyone a written contract soon. Like I said, next video is going to be Athlete Central is going to get the 500. I think I'm going to boost up their overall to upper mid card because they've just been dominant overall. Sorry. But anyway, that's really says it all with what we've been doing. We don't have any network deals. I wonder if we have to boost it up in a way to as soon as we get to a certain, so right now we have 0.1 in Latin America, and then nothing else has anything else, but I wonder if we have to some way, shape, or form down the line. I think after the end of this year, I'm going to put a 1 at every single one. That is, it's like 1 per, like we'll do like 1 correlation to like 1 per 5 on this kind of scale. So right now we're at a 7.2 or maybe 1 per 10, depending on how we're going to finish the rest of the year. Because if we gain, because right now we're in April, which is the 4th month right now. So if we were to calculate 0.6 times, so we've been through 3, so 9 would be 5.4. Just base as if we were to finish the rest of the year. So we still have 5.4 that we're still able to gain in popularity, which would give us to a 12.6. And so then we can just put a 1 as like popularity for the rest of the continents, and then every 10 we will add 1 overall to it, because otherwise, as I've been looking at Discord and everything else so far, that what people have been saying, in order to gain popularity in Latin America, Oceania, Africa, Europe, and Asia, you have to be in that specific region in order to gain popularity within that region. And this is a 50-state battle. Obviously, I want to help other opponents, other promotions, as when I do get that 70 score and above, that I do put a 0.1 to a different opponent. As of right now, it would be towards Minnesota. But if I can boost and give myself like a network deal first, and then kind of try and help others, I'm willing to do that. Or, try to make the others into like a trial promotion, but we still have 1 promotion we still have to add overall, which I will do at the end of year 3, which is this one, is adding United States All-Star Wrestling, which will start as a 5 across the board, and that is the big wig of the whole thing. starts in Washington, D.C., and everything else. That is the big promotion. And maybe some real life promotions may be added here and there, but other than that, there's one promotion that needs to be added at the end of year 3. And who knows, maybe my superstars will leave and try to go there, but they're in written contracts right now. And who knows with how auto-generated superstars, if I'm going to get good superstars, or if the superstars that I have now are going to continue to rank me up with merchandise sales and get me up. And we'll have to see if I, even go negative in money. Obviously, right now I'm kind of sit pretty well when it comes to $74 million. That I still have room for error, to be honest, with losing 600 per month. But eventually we'll get there when it comes to finances of being profitable. It's been fluctuating between 630 to 615. Now it's getting to the 630 mark, but we will make it happen. We just added 6 more superstars to kind of get more storylines going and to get that popularity up. So overall, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and have a good one.